Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me introduce myself and my partner. I'm Ahmad Pahreja and my partner Muhammad Irfan. We are from Group 2. In this presentation, we will discuss about classroom management. Classroom management understanding. Classroom management is an effort made to achieve teaching goals. In other words, classroom management is a class-setting activity for teaching purpose. In that context, classroom management is important for parties to know in the world of education. In general, classroom management is the provision of facilities for various student learning activities in the social, emotional, and intellectual environment of the classroom. This facility allows students to study and work, creating a social atmosphere that provides satisfaction, discipline, intellectual development, emotions, and attitudes, as well as appreciation to students. Singkatnya, manajemen kelas adalah suatu bentuk upaya pengaturan yang dilakukan pengajar untuk kepentingan pengajar. Then, purpose of classroom management. The purpose of class management has essentially been contained in the purpose of education. Suharsimi Arikunto argues that the purpose of classroom management is so that every child in the class can learn in an orderly manner, so that it achieves the goals of teaching effectively and efficiently. In relation to the above explanation, in terms of class management, can also be repeated in terms of communicative interaction. This means that a teacher is required to be able to manage all the conditions that occur in the classroom during learning so that the creation of two-way communication, namely between the teacher and the student, so that the learning process can take place properly. This aims to facilitate and relieve the duties of teachers or parents. Jadi pada dasarnya tujuan manajemen kelas merupakan bagian dari tujuan pendidikan guna menciptakan suasana tertib agar terciptanya pengajaran yang efektif dan efisien. And then principles in classroom management. In order to minimize the problem of disruption in the classroom, the principles of classroom management that can be applied are as described by Saiful Bahri Jamarah as follows. Number 1, warm and enthusiastic, yaitu guru yang hangat dan antusias dengan siswa. Number 2, challenge, yaitu materi menantang kreativitas dan metode. Number 3, various, yaitu gaya mengajar yang bervariasi. Number 4, flexibility, yaitu kepekaan guru dengan kondisi suasana kelas dengan mengubah metode pengajaran kelas. Number 5, emphasis on positive things, yaitu guru yang mengedepankan hal positif dan mengesampingkan hal negatif. Number 6, cultivation of self-discipline, yaitu guru dapat mendorong siswanya untuk dapat melaksanakan kedisiplinan. Number 7, emotional stability is stable, yaitu guru harus menjaga emosinya dan bersabar dalam melatih siswanya. Number 8, optimism and self-confidence, yaitu guru diharapkan memiliki rasa percaya diri yang kuat dalam mengajar. Number 6, simplicity. Number 10, fair, yaitu guru harus menyetarakan siswa tanpa membedakan. Number 11, humorously. Secara humoris, seorang guru harus bisa menghadirkan suasana belajar yang santai, tidak kaku. Terkadang ada cerita yang membuat siswa tertawa. Then, problems in management. Problems in management. Class various student behavior issues cause some period of class management. According to Matt Fidarta, Saiful Bahri Jamarah, class management issues related to student behavior are as follows. A. Lack of unity with groups, cliques, and gender conflicts. B. There is no standard of conduct in group work. For example, youth have a conversation, go there, and so on. C. Negative reactions to group members, such as hostile, alienating, degrading, other groups, and so on. D. The class mirrored his friend's mistake by accepting and encouraging the students' erroneous behavior. E. Easy to react negatively or disturb. For example, the arrival of climate change and so on. F. Low moral, hostility, and being aggressive. For example, when lack of learning tools, lack of money, and so on. And then description of course. Classroom management is the process by which teachers and schools create and maintain appropriate behavior of students in classroom settings. The purpose of implementing classroom management strategies is to enhance pro-social behavior and increase student academic engagement. Emmer and Sabon, 2050. Epperstone and Weinstein, 2006. Effective classroom management principles work across almost all subject areas and grade levels. When using a tiered model in which school-wide support is provided at the universal level, classroom behavior management programs have shown to be effective for 85% of all students. More intensive programs may be needed for some students. Then will be continued by Muhammad Irfan.
Okay, next B. Relevance of course. The relevance of course is the students will engage their home and society environment into the activities in this book. As mentioned, details exercise. In the exercises, most of activities given is case study. So the students is allowed to think critically in group discussion. Jadi maksud di sini adalah siswa akan melibatkan lingkungan rumah dan masyarakatnya ke dalam kegiatan dalam buku ini. Jadi maksudnya itu ialah sehingga siswa dibiarkan berpikir kritis dalam diskusi kelompok. Jadi agar siswa lebih berpikir kritis di dalam kelompok tersebut. Dan selanjutnya, and next, C. Learning outcomes. The students are able to manage the classroom effectively. Jadi maksudnya adalah agar siswa dituntut untuk mengelola kelas dan menjadi efektif di dalam kelas. Next, D. Detail of material. Classroom management particularly raises key issues in EFL classes and is one of the biggest challenge language teachers face while they teach. Classroom management is the process by which teachers and school create and maintain appropriate behavior of students in classroom settings. The purpose of implementing classroom management strategies is to enhance behavior and increase student academic engagement. Effective classroom management principles work across almost all subjects and grade levels. When using a tiered model in which school-wide support is provided at the universal level, classroom behavior management programs have shown to be effective for 80 to 85% of all students. More intensive program may be needed for some students. Maksud dari detail of material adalah suatu tantangan terbesar yang dihadapi guru saat mereka mengajar. Manajemen kelas adalah proses di mana guru dan sekolah memelihara perilaku siswa yang sesuai dalam pengaturan kelas. Jadi, materi ini bertujuan untuk siswa untuk mengikuti pengaturan kelas sesuai aturan-aturan yang ada di kelas. Dan karena ini merupakan suatu tantangan terbesar untuk guru, ada beberapa unsur untuk mengelola kelas sehingga lebih efektif. The element of classroom management should consist of 1. Teachers, 2. Students, and 3. Seating arrangement, and 4. Lesson stage. Teachers in the classroom need to consider several points to manage their class. 1. Proximity. Teachers need to approach to all students by using eye contact, touching the students and observe the students' need. And 2. Appropriacy. Teachers use appropriate teaching media, teaching approach, method, and technique in order to have an effective teaching in the classroom. And number 3, movement. Teachers should moving around to the students. And number 4, awareness. Teacher need to be aware on the students' problem students, achievement, or students' interest while teaching and learning process. And the last, number 5, using the voice. Teachers should give clear instruction while teaching. Teacher also might use audibility in the classroom if it is necessary. Variety voice is really needed to give clear instruction to the student. Intonation, stress, and rhythm. Moreover, there should be interactive between the teacher and students by having small talk, discussion, or conversation. Here are some strategies in managing classroom. Number 1, love your students. Love them and stand firmly against behavior that does not meet your expectation or reflect their inner greatness. And assume the best in your student. If a student choose not to meet one of my classroom expectation, they needed to know that I loved them but not their misbehavior. And number 2, praise what and when you can. Call the attention to the things your students are doing that meet your expectation. The power of this is stunning for a number of reasons.